What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your favorite transparent YouTuber, Transparent Hoodie, back with some more One Piece news and information. So pretty much this is definitely news to me, and recently they did update the website. But first things first, I didn't even know that there was an official One Piece website, so that's a massive L on my part. But now that we do, or if you guys didn't know or did know, then by all means, now we all know, we're all in the circle now. There's a One Piece website for Pirate Warriors 4, and now pretty much what I'm going to do is just go through the entirety of the website, because that right there, character, I do believe is new. So we're gonna go through concept, story, and we're gonna go through characters all together. I haven't really looked through the website too much, obviously, because I can't understand anything, so I kind of took the initiative to just Google Translate everything. But you guys do have to keep in mind, these are Google translated information for the text, and Google Translate isn't going to be a pure understanding or translation of what could necessarily be written down here. But if anything, Google Translate will at least give us an idea what's going on. So I did everything in order so that it's going to be a little bit more easier for us to kind of like go through everything. So let's do this. Alright, so Pirate Warriors through collaboration between Namco Bandai Entertainment and Toei Tecmo Games, a popular series where you can experience an adventure-drawn anime based on the concept of one Kitosen great adventure with an exhilarating One Piece action. Okay. Based on the concept of realistic One Piece battle experience, this work pursues One Piece battlefield experience, such as buildings that are destroyed. Yeah, we've seen that in gameplay, though. We've seen the whole destroying the building thing in gameplay, which is pretty dope. The action and a feeling of air drifting in the air. Okay, that's kind of weird. A feeling of air drifting in the air. I'm assuming that just means overall aesthetic. Like just how the scenery and just how like the overall maps or boards that you're in, how they look and feel genuine to the manga / or anime. So incorporating new elements that were not possible with the previous Pirate Warrior, the One Piece Warrior action is more exhilarating. Okay. Okay. That's interesting though. Giving it some thought. The One Piece Warrior action that they couldn't do in previous games is a little bit different. I don't know if this is just engine based, because Pirate Warriors 3 wasn't too bad, but if they're basically saying that they're able to do way more based off of, I guess, just the technology that they have or the team that they're able to utilize for this project, that is actually a really good thing. That's very cool. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Destroy the battlefield and fight with enemies. The best exhilaration ever in Pirate Warriors. Okay. From the ground to the air with a new combo flow that connects the ground to the... Okay, so this is what they were talking about in my video. So you do get new combos, but they're mostly just air to ground combos, which isn't bad. That's actually pretty interesting. My thing is though, is like, would there or is there going to be like combo chains where you can change, you could chain like different combos together with one another for like more either more damaging combos or more fancy looking combos, because at the end of the day, like, this isn't a fighting game, this is a beat 'em up game, so I don't expect us to really see the most elaborate or most like dynamic combo oriented things in this game. I pretty much expect this game to be really cut and dry when it comes to the fighting game mechanics of it, but I would like to see if there is such a thing as like combo chaining with maybe like a super, where you can go into like a little combo after that, or you could probably get like a little more, like one more hit or something, or like I don't know if you guys remember, but there was like a special action that every single character could do, unique to them and their ability or their just play style in general. There was one unique action that they can do. Maybe if you do your unique action, you're able to chain your combo with that more, because I feel like most unique actions in previous Pirate Warriors games, like, you wasn't able to chain it. Like Luffy, I think ever since Pirate Warriors 2 and 3, those two, Luffy's special action, when you click the button, I think he just does like a Gumu Gumu no pistol or something like along those lines, and you really couldn't combo into it at all. So maybe this time around you can actually combo into like those special actions that you can do. Realize the dynamics of One Piece, some of the previous characters, new actions slash combos implemented. So this is obvious. So you already saw this pretty much with Luffy. Since Carrot is kind of a new character, you can't really tell with her, and because Kizaru is Carrot you can't tell, Basil you can't tell, and Katakuri. But I kind of want to say maybe Luffy for sure. Luffy whole combo path in this game is 100% different, but that's to be expected. I feel like Luffy never plays the same in any of the Pirate Warriors unless it's his previous iteration that they implement into the game. If it's not Luffy 2 years ago, then that character is going to be completely overhauled. The only other characters I'm not 100% sure on their moveset is Zoro and Aokiji, because for the most part they do look like they function the same or similar to what they've done in previous Pirate Warriors. But like I said in my last video, you gotta kind of take all gameplay footage with a grain of salt, only because we don't know what level these characters are fighting at. And if you guys know Pirate Warriors, your level determines the combos that you're actually able to do and how elaborate those combos are gonna be towards the end. So if anything, I'll definitely give him that. Like, I see the change. In the new characters, I love the way how they just move. I love the way how they interact with, just enemies in general and the way they flow as characters. Because even my biggest problem about Pirate Warriors 1 was just that characters felt stiff. But for the most part, it made sense for them to be a little stiff, like Jinbei. Jinbei and Whitebeard in Pirate Warriors 1 was the stiffest characters in the world. Oh my god. But I kind of want to say they fixed the issue with those characters or those types of characters in Pirate Warriors 3, where I get it, they're bigger, bulkier characters, but that doesn't mean you have to make them slow. Like, at the end of the day, this is a video game, and the thing that I'm going to remember the most is their gameplay and how fun they play. I'm not going to try to remember how aesthetically accurate these characters are to their in anime or in manga counterparts. Like, I just want these characters to be fun. I want them to be cool and enjoyable. So that's the number one thing I really hope that they just really focus on. Just making these characters overall fun and not necessarily worry too much about aesthetics. Like, oh, Whitebeard's a big character, so he needs to be slow. Or Jinbei is a more huskier character, so he needs to be, heavy-footed. Like, no, just make these characters fun. Okay. So wait, let's go back a little bit. So I think what I just read was these couple of little sentences or paragraphs, if you want to call it that. Yeah, it's definitely some of these, like, couple of sentences and paragraphs. I think now we should be at the story, right? We should be at story here. Enjoy, okay, yeah, we should, yeah, because it's the story. Enjoy TV anime stories. Modes, it has an S in it. It has an S. Modes, multiple. Modes unique to the Pirate Warriors series in dramatic log. Relive popular episodes with your own hands. Enjoy the excitement with auxiliary. Yo, they use this word a lot. Auxiliary. Action. So pretty much, okay. This doesn't necessarily confirm any of the claims I was making before, or any of the claims I was just circulating in general about the game, about it having a unique story mode. But I'm still gonna, I'm 100% still going to hold my, I'm not gonna hold my tongue yet, only because that one screenshot that we got in of the scanlation that showed, like, Luffy, I think it was Luffy holding Sabo or Sabo holding Luffy. It was one of those two things. That has to be its own separate storyline. I mean, it could technically be a part of Dressrosa, but at that point, I mean, yeah, you know what? Technically, yeah, that could be a part of Dressrosa, possibly. But I still feel like this is just the Pirate Warriors tradition. Like, they always have, like, an Elseworld story. They always have, like, a deviating story. And personally, I feel like having a deviating story or its own original story wouldn't be a bad thing. Only because, like, if you're gonna tell me that day one, potentially all we're going to be getting is obviously online mode, dramatic log, which is confirmed here, which is story mode, and possibly some side missions where you can do like dream log again. I don't know if you guys remember what dream log was, but dream log was pretty much like you play story mode, but this time around when you unlock dream log allows you to play story mode with any of the characters in the roster, which is cool. But if these are the only modes that's going to be given to me outside of, you know, maybe a collectible mode, maybe a badge earning mode, maybe a trophy viewing mode, or a concept art mode, which is cool, but playable modes, if those are the only three things you're offering me, which is going to be multiplayer, which is technically still going to be just dream log potentially, and then story mode and dream log, that's kind of just man, that's really man. So if they could throw something else in the mix that makes it feel a little bit more unique, like what they did with Pirate Warriors 2 with their own original storyline, I think that would be dope. I think that would be dope. So we pretty much just read a story. They literally gave us no information, which makes sense. You know, they have a picture of Big Mom, but I think at this point we all could come into a universal agreement that the whole cake arc is going to be done in its entirety. The Dressrosa arc is going to be done in its entirety, probably revamped, obviously, because in Pirate Warriors 3, they had to do their own imagining of the arc. They wasn't able to fully do it the way they wanted to, so there was that. Alright, so we have to go to number 4. So number 4 now is going to be for characters. So this is the text I've been dying to read, because I see 40, I clearly see the number 40. So, but I don't know what that means though. Are we gonna get 40 characters, 40 plus characters, around 40 characters, including DLC? So I really want to read this. I really want to read this. So it says, of course, some characters that appeared in the previous work appeared in Dressrosa. So, and Whole Cake. Wait, of course, some characters that appeared in the previous work, appeared in Dressrosa. So I think this is meant to like remind you that there were previous characters that was in the previous Pirate Warriors for Dressrosa, clearly, that might come back maybe, because they're also talking about Whole Cake, and Whole Cake Island characters participate in Pirate Warriors in addition. Some characters by form change. Okay. So I don't know what they mean by form change, but I think it could possibly be what I was talking about in my other video, where I was basically saying like it would be cool to just have selectable versions of characters. Like, for example, right? Let's use Luffy, because I feel like at this point Luffy's the most diverse. But let's say it's a selectable option for you to either go one of these three forms, which is Snake Man, which is confirmed, or you can choose Bound Man, which is confirmed, or you can choose Tank Man, which is not confirmed. Like, but I doubt they would even give us Tank Man. If they give us Tank Man, I wouldn't be upset about it, but I would definitely be kind of like, why about it? Like, why? Like, Tank Man is not a bad form as a goofy form, but if they give it to us, the more the merrier. I'm not gonna really complain like for more content. That's stupid. But if they don't, I'm not gonna. It really doesn't matter either. It's not something I'm looking forward to or really just denying or naysaying. Okay. By form change, because the appearance and action change. Okay, action change is self-explanatory. So that's the one thing we did talk about in my other video, where we're trying to confirm certain things and just label certain things as 100% confirmation to speculation. Action change is probably the best thing that Pirate Warriors 4 has done for the franchise in a long time. Because what this is potentially saying is that action change is going to be your super moves. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Your super moves, and you're able to select your super moves. That's how I'm reading this. I could be reading it wrong. I could be seeing it wrong, but that makes the most sense to me. If that's the case for every single individual character, that is beautiful. That is 100% beautiful to me. And if you guys didn't notice, even on the UI for Pirate Warriors, if you guys didn't notice, I'm pretty sure you did, but there's no longer that supercharged bar, because every Pirate Warriors prior had this bar where you can charge your super, and I'm just like, yo, if they're getting rid of that and we could select our supers now in that four, like, have you guys seen it? You guys definitely seen it in gameplay. There's that little HUD that you see that will appear right under your life bar where you can select a button to do a special move. If that is changeable, that is crazy. Action change drastically. Pirate Warrior action is more personal than ever. Make it pop. Oh, you see? I feel like I'm not wrong. I'm definitely not wrong here. Look at this. Actions is more personal. Guys, I'm telling you. I am telling you. Okay. Let's keep on reading. Then ever make it possible to experience. Some of the characters, including playables that appeared in the previous work, will not appear. Ooh. Oh, wow. Some of the characters, including playables that appeared in the previous work, will not appear in this work. That's kind of crazy. Wow. The number of characters over 40 is a pure character count. That does not include 2 years ago. That could, this little paragraph right here could mean anything. So basically, let's talk about what's the simple stuff about it, right? It says some character, including playable characters that appeared in previous works, will not appear in this game. Fine, like we get that, right? Like that's that's easy. Not every character got an update. Not every character is going to be relevant to the story. But the one thing I'm gonna definitely say though is, I remember in one of my other videos, I'm always mentioning my other videos, but in one of my other videos, I mentioned there could possibly be two different story modes, right? A story mode where we just 100% continue right after Pirate Warriors 3, because this sounds or seems like it's going to be a direct sequel to Pirate Warriors 3, and the way they told their story, and the way they told their story mostly, right? Direct sequel from that one. And I was mentioning that if that was the case, there might be like a second mode where you could just relive previous events in One Piece from the beginning, like when Luffy fought Buggy, like when Zoro fought Mihawk, etc., etc., just reliving some of the past moments in One Piece. But from what this is kind of telling us, that might not be the case. They might not do that. Like, they might not have us play the story mode all over again. This time around, they might just give us new characters. Or, I guess, more new than old characters. Let's say that. Because that's really crazy. Another thing that I want to say that this confirms is that I definitely feel 100% the support system is gone. And I'm kind of whatever about it. Like, it wasn't like the biggest thing to me personally, but it does sound like the support system is definitely gone. That's pretty crazy. Hold on, let me do something real quick. I kind of want to look at the character roster. For Pirate Warriors 3. Let's look at the character roster real quick. Okay, so this is Pirate Warriors 3. Page. Here we go. Characters. These are all the playable characters. That's trophies. Okay, so these are all the playable characters. Obviously, Luffy, Zoro, all the Straw Hats are coming back. I don't see a One Piece game where they don't bring back every individual Straw Hat. That's just bonkers to me if you don't think that's going to happen. Mihawk, because of his relevancy, I do feel like he's definitely going to come back. Crocodile? It's hit miss. I'm not too sure. I don't know if Crocodile is going to make a comeback, because if they are going to just be focusing on new content for this game and not going to be focusing on what happened previously in One Piece, then Crocodile might be one of the characters that get axed. Blackbeard is coming back. Bartholomew Kuma is coming back. Jinbei is coming back, of course. Boa Hancock, ooh, she might be axed. Because technically speaking, even though the events in the manga, or what's happening in the manga is happening, if you guys really think about it, technically speaking, if you guys saw my other video where I was speculating where this story mode is going to end, even then, like, Boa Hancock really doesn't do much, but to her, to me, she's 50-50. So Boa Hancock and Crocodile is 50-50. They could be in the game, they might not be in the game. Trafalgar Law, of course, we've seen way too many promotional shots of him in the game for us not to think he's going to be in the game. Buggy, 50-50. I'll give him 50-50. Akainu, he's definitely going to be playable. Akainu playable. Aokizu, we already saw him playable. Kizaru, definitely playable. Garp now. Garp, no doubt in my mind, Garp is going to get axed. There's not going to be a Garp in this game. Garp is not going to be in this game. He's definitely not. Enel? Okay. Let me slow down. I'm going to slow down a little bit. But I'm going to say this. Garp is not going to be in Pirate Warriors 4. There's no doubt in my mind they're taking out Garp. They're going to take out Garp. Garp has no relevancy in anything that is currently going on in this game. For what they're going to focus on, Garp is out. Smoker? Smoker is 50-50 to me right now. Enel, he's out of the game. I don't know how a lot of you guys are going to feel about that. I mean, there's a lot of Enel fans, but I feel like they might take out Enel. If they're not going to be using any of the previous events that happened in One Piece, Enel is 100% out. Perona is probably out too. She's probably out of the game. Whitebeard? Oh, that's hard. Ace, they're going to put Ace in the game. They're definitely going to put Ace in the game. Whitebeard, I would say, like, if they don't put Ace in the game, then Whitebeard's not in the game. But if they put Ace in the game, Whitebeard got to be in this game. Okay. Rob Lucci, Magellan, Ivanko, and Nico Mario now playable characters debuting in the... And, okay, so Rob Lucci, he's definitely going to be in the game. Magellan, as much as this pains me to say, they're taking him out. I really do feel like they're going to take out Magellan. They're going to take him out. Just like Garp, he serves no current relevancy in the story mode, so they're definitely going to take him out. Ivanko, they might take out Ivanko too. And Gecko Moria, ooh, that's hard. That's really hard to say. Ooh, this character, yo, I really have to see this character roster, man. This character roster for Pirate Warriors 4 is probably going to be one of the most interesting things to see about the game. Alright, Sabo, too many promotional pictures for him not to be in the game. Sabo's in the game 100%. Doflamingo, they're revamping Dressrosa, so he's going to be in the game 100% on top of having some new and unique moves. They're revamping Doflamingo. He's going to be in the game. Fujitora, definitely going to be in the game for multiple reasons. Him wanting to dismantle the Shichibukai system, him and Akainu butting heads. Like, there's so many things revolving around Fujitora right now. He's definitely going to be in the game. Tashigi, she is no longer going to be in the game. They're taking her out. Smoker, Smoker is 50-50, but Tashigi, they're going to take out Tashigi. For sure. Tashigi's not going to be in this game no more. Shanks, they might leave Shanks. Shanks is the one character he's 75-25. Because Shanks to me was probably one of the more cooler characters to play in Pirate Warriors 3. I loved playing as Shanks and just leveling him up. And I just loved his playstyle overall because he had such a cool playstyle, man. It was cool. Cool. Alright. Caesar Clown, definitely going to be a playable character still. And they also could revamp him as well because of all the things that he's done in Dressrosa when they revamped the arc. So that's not bad. So, okay. So check this out. For right now anyway, the characters that I said that are 50-50, we're not going to take them into account. We're just going to leave them to the side, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Straw Hats, right? That's 9 characters already. 10 for Mihawk. Mihawk is 10. Crocodile, we said is 50-50, so we're not going to add him. Blackbeard is 11. Kuma's 12. Jinbei is 13. Boa was 50-50, so we're going to leave her out. 15. 16 is Law. Buggy. Buggy, I would say Buggy is 50-50. So 16 is still Law, 17 is a Kainu, 18 is Aokiji because we already saw him, 19 is Kizaru, Garp is out, Smoker was 50-50 so he's out, Enel is out, Perona most likely out, Blackbeard and Ace makes 21. So let's do it again. Let me make sure my count was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, I was over by 2. So 19 characters so far, right? 19. Just from this list alone, we already got 19 characters that I could confidently say is confirmed in the game. Or not confirmed, but will be in the game, my fault. And then we have Rob Lucci, 20. Giko Moria, nah. So Rob Lucci is 20. Sabo, Doflamingo, Fujitora, Shanks, and Caesar, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 25 characters already. And they're saying we're supposed to have 40. That is insane to me. So we're going to be getting another 15 new characters. So if you want to, technically speaking, we can already start subtracting a little bit more because we already know Basil's a character, so that's 14. Katakuri's a character, so that's 13. Big Mom is most likely going to be a playable character, so that's 12. Kaidou is going to be most likely a playable character, so that's 11 now. We have Carrot, so that's 10. We have Sanji's brother, Ichiji, so that's 9. And we got Reiju, which is 8. So technically speaking, there's 8 more character slots that could be filled in this game. Oh, man. Alright. 8 more characters. That's crazy. You guys definitely have to let me know what 8 characters you guys want to see. You gotta let me know. But that's insane, though. That's really dope. That's really dope. That's really dope. Alright. So, yeah, that's insane. Alright, let's go back to the text. Also, the one thing I'm really happy about, they're not going to just put back in, like, the 2 years ago characters. So, when they say 2 years ago, I'm assuming that might be just villains and just characters in general, pre-time skip. So, old Straw Hats and old villains that don't have any relevance currently right now in the story of Pirate Warriors 4, which I'm fine with. Okay, and what is this? Oh, I think, oh, I read this already. I just had this up twice. My fault. I had this up twice. So that's not bad. That's like, yo, we kind of, like, this site gave us a lot of information. And that's it? Oh, that's it of the site. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay. Do they have a page though? Okay, so they have like a character page that was on story. But when they confirmed, yeah. Okay, Jinbei is playable. My fault. Sanji, obviously Sanji's gonna be playable. Zoro. They got Big Mom as a boss. Man, this is gonna be dope though. This is gonna be dope. Yo, I can't wait for this game. All right, now I'm just staring in awe. Like, I'm just staring in awe at the playable character screen. But yeah, guys, like, I feel like we've gotten just a ton of confirmed news, and I'm just so happy about this. Obviously, because I'm reading the ecchi or sketchy. That came out all the way wrong. But all because I'm reading a sketchy version of the translated or the text that's on this website. Just take everything with a grain of salt because I could have been interpreting things very wrongly. But for the most part, from what I could understand, like, a lot of things do seem like they're going in very positive directions for me as a Pirate Warriors player. Like, I'm just happy that they're implementing all these different type of mechanical changes. That's the most important thing, guys. We need good and fun mechanical changes because that's what made Pirate Warriors 3 so much fun. Like, obviously, I played a ton of 1. I played a ton of 2. But I would definitely say 1 and 3 was the best. 2 was just boring because the mechanics in that game just felt so dry and it just felt really uninspired. But this Pirate Warriors 4 feels like it's going to be maybe, well, obviously it's going to be Pirate Warriors 3, but hopefully they bring over some interactable elements of 1 into 4, because that was the #1 thing that made me fall in love with Pirate Warriors 1. Like, I just love that in the story mode that you're just able to interact with so many different things, and all the maps that they had was so elaborate. It was so good. Pirate Warriors 1 to this day, to me, is probably still the #1 Pirate Warriors game, but that's debatable, obviously. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I'm really happy you guys stuck through this all, and I'm really happy that we gotten all this news. So you guys have yourselves a good one. Transparent is out. Peace.